step by step.
No, seriously. What do you think is the best DAW of all time? I got an answer for myself. Just best. Oh, what about for mixing?
Mixing?
Give me mixing and producing.
Producing FL Studio, hands down.
Yeah.
I don't want to offend nobody out there that uses like Ableton or.
I have my things with FL Studio.
So here's my thing with FL. So FL, if we're gonna take everything for face value, I might pick FL. If we're gonna go that, but when you consider this, first of all, the FL requires so much CPU power that it just. I mean, I'm trying to use it on my Mac. It's terrible.
Plugins as well.
The plugins too.
You pretty much need instruments.
You need plugins. That's what I was gonna say. The instruments on there are also a big L. But I'll say for the price, for what you're getting, my opinion for best maybe mixing. Definitely, I think mixing. But I use Pro Tools too. Mixing and in producing, I'd probably say is Logic. What do you think about Logic?
I never had Logic, but I've had my
Logic
close personal experience with Logic.
I was someone that
shout out to my boy, my twin, my brother. I love him. I haven't seen him in a long time. But shout out Rose.
I was just about to say this is the third.
Rose is the only person.
Rose has been on.
He's
Logic.
a beast on Logic. Like that time. Man, bro.
We gotta have like a link up and talk about Logic because I've been also.
He's the only person that I've ever been so close to using Logic.
Yeah.
Like him and Magnolia too. I know that they were, but it was always Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Logic Logic is really good because for a couple of reasons. First of all, because the stock sounds and plugins are pretty good. And secondly, unlike when you get past that initial like intro tier of DAWs, right? So you have like your intro FL Studio, your intro Ableton. Then when you're like willing to spend more money, a lot of them go up to subscriptions. Like Pro Tools is obviously a subscription. The best thing about Logic is that you buy it once and you have it forever, and it comes with free updates.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I think FL you buy it once,
but you don't have it's the stock plugins and sounds.
The biggest thing.
Actually,
the instruments in Logic are crazy.
FL Studios, their stock plugins are not that bad.
No, the stock plugins aren't bad, but the instruments.
Oh yeah, the instruments are the worst, disgusting, terrible.
The biggest thing with FL, honestly, as you're starting to grow, is if you're getting it because you never produce music before, you have no gear, whatever, it's great because FL with a mouse and keyboard is phenomenal.
Loops.
But once you get into FL, trying to use FL with like more advanced equipment, first of all, audio recording, in my opinion, in FL, as much as mixing is okay, recording directly into it is pretty weird, especially for an instrument.
Like without an interface, or
with the interface, but just the way that they treat audio on the playlist, I think is a little weird. Like compared to like when you go to Logic and the way that it looks.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I personally I never had a great experience.
Was on FL.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I used FL for everything.
Like, and I feel like I finessed it. Like I found a way to just work around it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you have to, and like in Logic you don't. And so when you get into buying gear, like whether it's like a MIDI controller or like a actual hardware synth or like a guitar or something like that, and you try to like play it into FL, in my opinion, it gets a little bit messier than it does on Logic or on Pro Tools, or even on Ableton. Honestly, I think Ableton's pretty good for recording directly into. But I mean, FL's how I got my start. I love FL. I'll always love FL.
I'm making it work, man.
I'll always recommend, and you could always make it work. That's the thing. It takes a lot of CPU, but it's powerful. You could work around any restriction you find from it.
My first EP, I think that's the one I previewed on the Black Spider podcast.
Oh yeah.
My first EP. I don't think I was. Now I look back and I just see the hunger I had.
Right.
That maybe I kind of lost it because I'm not in the same situation, but I didn't have the full version of FL until I got a job. Mm-hmm. So it was all on the demo. So the thing with the FL demo is that
save, right?
You can save the stems. You just cannot save the project and open it back up unless you buy it.
Yeah. Wow. I know that.
So I used to record the song in one day because I had no choice. Record everything.
Yeah, that is crazy grind. That's crazy grind.
Then I would export like the raw track outs. I would export them, put them on a folder. Then when I was ready for mixing and mastering it in one day,
Yeah.
That is insane.
mixing and mastering in one day, I would load it into and mix and master it in one day. I would spend hours on this in one day. And I had one day because once I hit save, I could not open that project back up ever again.
Not for nothing. That's how Tyler the Creator made Bastard. He couldn't save it. He just had to produce the whole track at once and then save it. Couldn't make any tweaks afterwards. Had to just take it in and start
I
recording
didn't know that, but yeah, it was just like, and now I look back, I was like, yo,
crazy.
like how could, like now I'm like, I'll work on something, and then since I have Pro Tools, I'm like, okay, I'll just, like, maybe I'm like, I get distracted. I'll be like, I'm kind of hungry. I just hit save and I go back to it, and then I get distracted and I never go back to. But because I'm like, I don't have that like urge to like, yo, like I gotta finish this at one song, like one take. Like I used to literally take my laptop on FL, and during the saving process, like during the mixing process, I used to go into my parents' car, put it into the audio jack, and I used to mastering because that's the closest thing I had to actual real speakers.
Yeah. Wow.
And it works. It works.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
If I told you a song that I made a couple years back, if I told you it was actually mixed and mastered like that, and when I played back, I was like, yo, this is actually good. Like what the like, I'm like, sometimes it sounds better than like me having like monitors now, and I was just like. And I was like, yo, like I was just hungry back then, man. Like I was.
What do you think has changed? Do you think since
I think that just like that pressure to like, yo, I have like either you finish this right now, or you never finish this again.
Yeah.
And if you have something good that you like, even if you kind of somewhat don't like it, like it's either you save it as something that you somewhat don't like, or
you
start over from scratch. So
I see.